Hello, lords and ladies. Private Yorkie here, back from the front. It's crazy out there. I'm gonna get crazy back in here to go too, because we're back to the pale beyond. Yes, we're heading to the ice near the South Pole. 2 weeks on the Temperance. All right. Morning. Week 2. I got someone knocking at my door. There's someone at the door. Come in. Oh, who goes there first of all? Door swings open, revealing Kurt Darling. Oh, look, filling its frame, grinning ear to ear. There you are, Officer Shaw. The ship's navigator is a difficult man to miss. Your and reputation proceed. Oh, stature and reputation preceding. Adorned with a slew of apparatus, this seemingly one-man expedition would be known to anyone following the heyday of exploration and the merchandising that followed. It's an honour to meet you, really. A wealth of individuals experience such hostile environments. A wealth of invaluable experience in such a hostile environment. I wonder he's not been swept up to some other post. Hiding away from the rest of us. You're always this early to rise, Kurt. These days I tend to enjoy a good lie-in, but not during an expedition. You know what they say of early birds and worms? Yeah, but you know what they say about second mice and cheese? Apologies for not stopping by sooner, Shaw. It took a while to set up my team, and a great deal of the crew were quite eager to meet me. Right, you're something of a celebrity, aren't you? I take that to mean you haven't heard of me before? Well, that is a pleasant surprise. There aren't many who've seen my films, who haven't seen my films, particularly in this line of work. More than one fellow on this crew said my work inspired them to explore the world. Quite the honour, is it not? I'm certain you receive that phrase often. Movies can be inspiring. Not as often as you would think. I suppose I did get distracted, didn't I? Anyway, I was hoping you'd join me up on deck. Sure, no problem. We've finally entered the pack. I thought you'd want to see it for yourself. Yep, let's go look at the pack and see what's what. Kurt turns to walk away before turning back. Oh, and enjoy your morning. It's a good day, sure. Ah. Kurt Darling added to manifest. He leaves. Let's open your journal. Ship makes its last port in Orca Island. Cordell sledding dogs are picked up. The scouting crew and Kurt Darling are picked up. The days are getting brighter. Alright. Return and let's step outside. Press the helm. Oh, we've got Kurt. Join Kurt for now. Join Kurt at the bow of the ship. Both feel the temperance break the floors beneath you. Gripping the railing, he draws an enormous breath. The footing beneath rises as the ship mounts an impending ice floe. There's a moment of hesitation before a profound crack relieves the ship, cascading across the ice. Pigtails. See, nothing else like it. I assumed you'd seen everything. A younger me would have agreed with you. It's an interesting mix. Nostalgia and a never-ending new. Look at the ice. No two cracks are the same. And they're all caused by us. By the laws of nature, this place wants us dead. And yet, here we are. Traversing in harmony. Oh, I don't know about that. How fantastic is that? Yeah, you weren't wrong. It does have a majesty to it. Indeed. Did you just want to show me the ice? This is something you want to discuss. We're about a week's sail from the last known location evolved by count. Assuming she isn't exactly where they left her, we can take smooth sailing for granted. Same goes for this daylight. It won't remain this bright for so long once winter encroaches. Beautiful as the ice is, on this course it's going to get thicker. He looks out across the white. We won't be so confident once the leads dry up and we're stuck here till the next cycle. We need to change course and avoid the pack. Have you informed Captain Hunt? He won't listen to me, he thinks I've been dulled by retirement. I've probably seen more ice than he has whiskey. We've no supplies. It's not the supplies I'd worry about in this situation. People, well, I don't know we do actually, because we used up 50 in the first week. People will turn on each other before they let themselves starve. Whoa, wrong one. Have you ever experienced a long night winter? It's not pleasant, to say the least. Well, we'll adapt. I've got faith in us. I can see why they hired you. You should understand, Robin. We're only as good as the unhappiest man. That's first mate short to you, mate. Kurt humans you a salute. Yes, officer. I'll do what I can. Thanks for bringing this to my attention. Kurt nods and turns back to look across the ice. That's the captain's cabin, and right now we're going to the helm. At the stern you noted an old sailor at the helm. The old man takes in a deep breath in the cold air before letting out a satisfied exhale. Morning. Guides you up. Hope it's all right. Lefty. Is that your political stance, or you just got one hand, or what? Oh, you've got a left eye only. Tell me that on account of well, it should be obvious. Yeah, you're a left-wing politician, I got it. He chuckles. Don't worry about the bad side. This is all field. Just keeping us steady. He examines you. The prize hunt picked from outside for his first mate. Yeah, well, I'm more than qualified for the role. If you want to believe that, you'll believe anything. Oh, I don't doubt that. You must be something special for Hunt to look outside the rank. Hunt doesn't have much fondness for the military, but at least it means you've got the work ethic. Mornings like these are about the only peace I get from the younger lot. You should take these moments when you can. A little peace on the journey, isn't that? Lefty returns his attention to the helm. Admiral Turner added to manifest one crew available. Alright, let's go to the captain's cabin. Wait for him. Ah, sure. Ready for another day of work? Did you hear Kurt's advice? He wants us to switch course. Aye, he had a few words to share. He may have been an expert in his time, but these days Kurt is one with more money than sense. Anyway, back to work. Fair enough, he's not going to change. I was hoping you'd help me work through a few more requests from the crew. You may have noticed a line pooling up outside. Everyone wants something, it seems. Call them in as you please. Alright, come on, Hammond. See what you've got for us. A short, sour-faced man in engineer clothing approaches. Are you acting daft, Hunt? Not with intention. No bloody surprise you didn't notice. So, this is our chief engineer, Captain Hammond, Clive Hammond. An opinionated one. What is it, Hammond? We've hit the ice, and you haven't assigned any extra men down on the boiler. You have your engineering team. We've only got 6 arms between us. I need more manpower maintaining this. Sailors. Many of the crew have their own tasks they're busy with. I've already assigned Smurf on the matter. The captain turns to you. How many do you think is there? 1? 3? More? Open the crew manifest to choose how many sailors you wish to assign. Okay. These are sailors. We'll put you on it. We'll put you on it. Again, put you on it. Put you on it. And confirm. You'll have to do with two, I'm afraid. Engineer holds his tongue. Fine. But you can tell how right I was when we were buried under the ice. Hopefully it's enough, because we got to get some food and stuff as well. A good spirit, that one, beneath the oil in his temper. You won't be seeing much of him, though. Prepares to burrow himself into the boiler room. Alright, Cassia, come on in and see what we've got. Captain Shaw. A thought occurred to me the other day while looking through the manifest, and, well, it might be too late for this now. We've already entered the ice. Out with it. I thought it would be good to have individual photos of the full crew. For your report? Not only my report, it would be good reference for the manifest, with faces to the names. Much of this crew have served under me for years, some decades. I've little problem putting faces to names. Your thoughts, Shaw? It is a bit late, but it's now or never. May as well get it over with. Aye, good point. Maybe you could sound a little more enthused. Well, Belford, I see no problem there. I'll arrange for pictures to be taken before the crew have their dinner. Thank you, Captain Shaw. In the meantime, I'll attempt to get as many individual crew photos as I can. You're still welcome to help on the matter, Officer Shaw. He departs, and now we've got Corvid. Corvid enters the office. Hunt, you asked for a report on how the stowaway was doing. I wanted to see if the young boy has been settling in well. He has indeed. Means another mouth to feed, but the boy works hard and doesn't ask much. He has his dad to guide him as well. Well, the boy's father is ecstatic. I'm glad it's working out. We were right. Worried sick, but happy eye. Well, what do you know, Shaw? Perhaps we were right to keep the boy aboard. That was my decision. Finish requests. Perhaps we shouldn't rule old Kurt out so easy. The man thinks there could be an alternative path to the ice. He's free to search for it. Sure, meet with him when you have time. Changing course or not, we'll want one of his scouts set up the crow's nest. Take care of that, then you'll be done for the day. What about food? And stuff. Alright, let's see what this is. Approach a sick young man. That's not good. He's seasick. But a useful man. He doesn't look that useful. Leaning over the side of the ship, his head slumped to the looks into the icy pool below. It appears he's been visited by a spot of seasickness. You okay? You speak out and the sickly man doesn't answer. He raises his head and turns to spot you, his eyes widening in shock as he does. A bespectacled young man, shaking with unease. Oh, I suppose he's youngish. He stares at you for a brief moment, a look of shame plastered on his face. Sorry, I haven't seen you around, who are you? I'm very sorry. Arthur turns around and hurriedly runs in the opposite direction, avoiding your gaze. Got Arthur Nutley, added to the manifest. Good. Right, we got the map. Speak to the navigator. Actually, let's do the crow's nest first. While examining the rigging of the ship, your eyes notice a figure darting by, climbing up the rope with ease. The figure lands on their feet before dusting themselves off. Their outfit denotes one of Kurt's scouting crew. Aerobatic scout. Ah, no problems. She looks to you. And you are? Obviously show yourself. Flick, I'm one of Kurt's crew. Don't worry about my safety. I know what I'm doing, trust me. I do. Kurt doesn't just hire anyone. Well, he didn't hire me for no reason. Got the medals in gymnastics if you're worried about my credentials. Flick jumps up and returns to scaling the rigging of the ship. We've got Soren Killiper added. 6 out of 29. Thought we only had a maximum of 25. Alright, let's have a look at this. Send me up there, I'll get you a reading. Scientist eyes the man's cane and turns to you. I believe the navigator means send one of his scouts. The navigator clears his throat and taps his cane. Of course, if you find one of mine, they'll get us a reading rightly. All right, so how do we assign them? That's not going to let... Oh, hang on. Up. There we are. You're going in. They ascend the nest and take a reading with the sextant. All clear from up top. Oh, look at that. The reading. Right, now we've got to go downstairs. Don't think there's anything else, no. I'm getting worried that we're not getting food and stuff. Send to the mate in mid-deck. Engine room. Another engine room. Let's talk to you. He spots you and sees that he's playing. Need something? You're Grimly, aren't you? Yeah, you're Grimly, aren't you? The man grunts. Aye. Grimly Stoke. I'm the ship's carpenter. Nice accordion. Do you mind if I sit? Grimly takes a step back as you approach. You can see from there, no touching. Ah, you're Junior's brother. Junior? Oh, you're sure. Junior mentioned you. I was just speaking to him too. I'm not going to ask you positive or negative. I've got to make an impression. I'm sure he talked your ear off. Kinda. We won't keep you from your work. Don't keep me from my break. Fair, fair. Got a hooded sailor. What a suspicious looking sailor emerging from the pantry. The hooded sailor spots you, keeping their hands firmly in their pockets. Not what it looks like, Officer Shaw. Pick, but call me gnomes. I'm not thieving anything. I hadn't considered that, but now that was a suspicious thing to say. You think I profess too much then? Something. No worries. I was just setting up a practical joke. Yeah, what practical joke? Not going to spoil the surprise. It's not at your expense, if that's your concern. I have to get some enjoyment around here, don't you think? Yeah, but not at other people's expense. With that mysterious fat set, Norm scurries off to the upper deck. Return to work. Oh dear. I got Skylar Pick added to the manifest. Norms. Have a look at the food. Hey, Shaw, can you grab some things from the pantry? It's nearly time for dinner. Yep, we'll do that. The moment you enter the pantry, a bag of flour drops on your head, scattering all over your officer's uniform. Kick! The hell was that? Gnomes! Wipe the flour off you before continuing. Okay, well, there you go. One crate of tin food. Let's crate of tin food off the shelf. Out we go. And the food. Let's make use of this kitchen while we can. Feed the hoosh pot. We don't have any more. We've only got the one tin. Three fuel. We get, oh, maybe not three. We can't feed it anymore, can we? No. Alright, so we leave. When we got time, but is there anything else we can do? I doubt it. What's this? Have a listen. You overhear two of the newly arrived scouting crew talking. Ah, Quilty. Yorick the Third. Have any trouble settling in? Not too bad. I can't wait for a chance to sleep though, says Quilty. A proper navigator never rests until their work is done, says Yorick. Of course. I take it you had no problem settling in. Not at all, the crew are a funny lot. Old Kurt certainly caught their attention. Do you think any of them would mistake Kurt and myself? I think you'd collapse from joy if they did. Perhaps. Two crew available, Yorick Moore and Hadrian Quill. Oh. That's to see the map, and that's where we are. That's the full map. Viscount Island, the last known location of Viscount. Your destination. Last port you made. So we're heading up here through the ice. Alright. Now we just need to get out of there. Go down. No one in my cabin. Right, downstairs. Nothing else, so it's time to buy time. The crew have their meal. And shall we toast to the ice? Aye. The days get longer, but dinner is fixed. It will see us through the long days and the darkest night. We're on to evening. The crew returns to their post. The hammocks are unfurled in preparation for the evening. Can't help but notice that it's still bright light outside. Have a listen. You notice two sailors passing by from the dinner table. An inebriated sailor on wobbling legs leaning on the shoulder of another. Ah, good signs, good signs. Need to learn how do you drink, Tucker? I'm fine. My mates can carry me, eh, Cavity? And they can also drop you. Have two Johns carry you next time. Are you asleep? We got Rafe, you method to manifest, and whatever the other one was. Okay, so we got two of them. Nice. There we go. Nothing to do there. Have a listen over here. Over here, two engineers chatting above deck. Or rather, you over here, one engineer speaking with another. Great. Don't know how the chief could stay down there all evening. Yeah. You ever see Mr. Hammond eat? Yeah. I haven't. Maybe he doesn't even eat. Man's not human. Can work all day and night on that boiler. Probably doesn't sleep either. He probably sleeps. Aye, Dick, it's figurative. Right. So Ricky Flogs and Gareth Forfetter. Okay. Nothing going on top deck. Oh, it's our dog person. Ingrid Cordell added to manifest. The dogs regard her with rapt attention as she paces between them, bowl in hand. The largest joins her side as you approach. Try some. Alright, we'll try it. You nearly burn your mouth on the hot broth. Surprisingly tasty. Surprisingly palatable. You feel yourself warming up. You seem to enjoy it. I'm afraid there's only so much. If you want more, it will be among the dog's leftovers. Ooh, dog food. Penguin, some blubber. Oh, okay. Fats and proteins. Passes way to hydrate them. Was there something you needed? Why are you here? Oh, right, wait then. He pets the dog by your side. I'm here for them. They belong here more than we do. Unlike us, they need the ice. It cools them straight through their pores as they run. They'll overheat otherwise. That sounds... you've been on the ice for a long time, like you know it really well. A very long time, yes. And these are strong creatures. Very. They handle stress differently. Adapt quickly. There's plenty to be learned from them. I can believe that. Dogs are powerful animals. You love these animals, don't you? They need me, and you'll need them. Let's pet the dog. You ruffle its head. It tries to lick the broth with your fingers. As long as it doesn't bite them off, I'm okay with that. Anything happening? Oh, he's down for the evening. Okay. Down below deck. Go down again. There's nothing there. Hang on. You knock on the door. No response. Knock on the door. Still no response. Near the sound of rustling inside. After knocking on the door several times, it finally seems to open to reveal one of Temple's science team. Yes? Do you require my presence? I'm acquainting myself with the crew. Who are you? You should know I'm the meteorologist of this expedition. Okay. Mr. Zach. Andre Isaac. If I am not required for anything, well, that's not to be disturbed any further. So we've got Andre Isaac now. Good. But anything else we know about you? The captain's locked up for the evening. There's nothing going up. We've got to descend below deck. No one's in my cabin. Descend below deck further. No one's down here. So I guess we go to E. That's going to run us out very quickly. We'll do half rations. Another week passes and Temperance has finally entered the thick of the ice field. Days are growing brighter. We can start next week. And having finished the second week, that's where we'll end it for now. Oh! See you next time. Bye now.